What up, what up, what up? It's a new day in Bitcoin. The end of the week. And it's time to add some contracts. What's going on here? We muted. So we are in 30,000 contracts. I'm so glad that I have been able to use it to increase the value in my life and the value in other people's lives. It truly is just a different community. People are nice to each other. We are all about peace, love, and prosperity for everyone, not just the 1%. I can take anyone from the 99% and upgrade them to the 1% if they want. Or if you just want to make a little bit of money on the side. So it's looking like we may bounce off the weekly close. That's this red line right here. So this fair value gap here has now been filled because it collected all the liquidity up here. There was more sell orders in this fair value gap than buy orders. That's why we're going down here. But it has been filled, so we can get rid of that now. And we can continue this upward trajectory. See if we can maybe bounce off the middle line right here of the parallel channel. Woo. This is the 3-minute chart. So what's going to happen here? Let's just wait and see. So price is either going to snap back and reverse here or continue lower. And if it continues lower, where is it going to go? Where does it always go? To the next level. So if it falls, and by retest, I mean in a few candles here, you see what it's by. When I say we're price action traders, this is as close to the price action as you can get, is down on the lower time frames, but it's also where you can get wrecked. Okay, so you want to wait. If this comes back and retest, if this goes green, hits that and continues lower, then we're gonna go lower, folks. That's all there is to it. Probably maybe possibly this, we could find support. Maybe here, but definitely here. So just wait and see what happens. Testing, if it goes back red and goes lower, then you could enter a short, put a super tight stop loss like right here. Again, I don't short Bitcoin. I only, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, join me every Thursday night. I did miss last night. I apologize. I had some other engagements going on. Maybe we'll do a special Saturday. Gotta get my mind right. So this could also be, so looks like price is reversing here. So if you entered a short, you would have gotten taken out right there. And if you entered a long here, make sure that your stop is down here somewhere, super tight. And so it's probably going to come up here into the golden zone somewhere and decide where it's going to go. So I would, if I was doing a scalp here, I would have entered long here and wait for it to go here, stop super tight down here. It is, let's see, 9:40 Central Standard Time. So UTC is, all right, here's, oh, that's what we already have. So this is, well, let's stay here and watch this just because it's fun. Oh, would have gotten taken out. And this is why I stay off of the lower time frames. They just fuck with you. See, this is probably going to reverse now. Okay. Because, like, oh, here it is. It's that's why I do not trade the lower time frames. But that is how you do it if you're scalping. When you're scalping down here, you got to put your tights super tight like that, because this is what happens. Now, you could re-enter, but if you go back to the daily, right, we got 2 days of red. and the trend is clearly bearish. So you shouldn't be looking for longs here anyways. Price is in the bear's favor. And see what happens tomorrow. Don't over leverage. Don't enter positions that you can't cover. Again, this is not a poor man's strategy. You've got to have money to cover your ass in case it goes against you. Us will buy all the way to zero. I know people that have limit orders set at like $2 for Bitcoin to buy the entire 21 million. Could you imagine if that happened? You would be the only. This is why it's not likely to happen. You just, when you know what you hold, it's hard to give up. Okay, think about this. There will ever only be 21 million Bitcoin ever in existence by the Bitcoin miners. I used to be a Bitcoin miner. This is how I know this. Okay, I used to mine Bitcoin. Really what that means is I would protect the network. I would secure the network. And for doing so, I would be rewarded in Bitcoin. This is how Satoshi Nakamoto designed it. This is how it was created. It's code, it's math, it's immutable. You can't change it. That's why people love it, because it's math and code. And that's the age that we live in. We live in the digital age. We no longer live in the industrial age. We are no longer in the industrial age. We are now living in the digital age. When they make history books, they will refer to this age as digital age. And Bitcoin just is the most perfect digital asset. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Every millionaire in the world can't even own one to themselves. Oh, this is the point I was getting to. Right now, in circulation, there's only like one coins are locked up by people like me and you, by the hodlers, by the long-term believers and Bitcoiners and crypto enthusiasts that know what they hold. So if you don't know what you hold, go do. Google what is Bitcoin. Google how is Bitcoin secure? Why is Bitcoin the hardest asset versus gold? You can learn all of this stuff just by typing it into your phone. So there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. It's the scarcest asset on earth. Gold, you can just dig more gold out of the ground. Create more Bitcoin. That's not how it was coded. Code is law. You think about digital warfare. Will the next war be won on the ground, on the battleground, or will it be won in cyberspace? I'm sure China has a plan to take out our digital infrastructure, as well as we have a plan to take out theirs. This isn't like conspiracy shit. This is real life. This could happen. Going to shut down because they didn't program them right. And when 1999 went to 2000, all the computers were going to go back to 0000. Did that play out? No. They use fear to control you. You must secure your mind. And once you have control of your mind, you can think about having control over your money. If you can't control your mind, how in the fuck are you going to control the keys? Good luck with that strategy. Not your keys, not your coins. And the institutions will sit here and pump and dump Bitcoin all day long, making money off of your Bitcoin, when you could come and learn how to do exactly that. All you got to do is know when to buy and when to sell. It's really easy. Forever, it never goes up forever. It's just how it works, folks. So you can get on board and be a part of this financial revolution, or you could cry about it and be a baby and say, oh, the system's rigged against me. I need the government to support me. I don't know how to make more money. I want the government to give me free money. Where are them stimulus checks, Trump? What the fuck? That's what everybody's hoping for. Man, when is the government going to give out more free money? Do you know how many smart kids retired off of that? Just by it already, except the really smart ones. This is what we do and why we do it. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. You. Ah. Whoa. So let's get this out of the way. So level. That's a pretty big dump there. But regardless, I recommend staying off the lower time frames. Hang out up here. Here is the monthly chart. Here is my liquidation level. Price would have to go to 62,000 for me to lose my stack. Okay. And by what I mean by this is not a poor man's game, if price started to head towards $62,000, well, then you would need to deposit money into your leveraged account to push this liquidation level way down here. Do you think price will ever return to, say, 15,000, 10,000, 20,000? Whatever. I don't think we will ever see price below 50,000 ever again. Now that I say this, we're going to see it now. But if you see on this chart here, okay, we're looking at a monthly chart here. And if you understand charting and chart patterns, this is forming a head and shoulders. So we got a shoulder here. Here's the head. This is looking like it's going to form a shoulder over here. So if you didn't get in here, where everybody was positioning for this big pump and this rally that most Bitcoiners knew was coming, because when you open the monthly chart, take away this green candle and you just see red, I just said it. Nothing goes down forever, nothing goes up forever. You know, after several months of red, okay, there's going to be a green candle somewhere. Well, here it is. And look what happens after several red candles here. Okay. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 months of green. Are we going to have 4 months of green here? Likely. Or could this be a trap? This could be a trap. What if this is a trap to get everybody to go long? And then next month they just drop it through this parallel channel and we enter the bear market and we have a year of drawdown. It could happen. It could happen. So, and that's why you got to have your protections in place. So very bullish on the monthly. Here's the weekly. Could look at that. Bounced right off the 382. Like perfect. So it is kind of an apex. Next week, maybe we retest it again. Maybe we get through next week. So it is the end of the week. Today is Friday. So at 4:30 today, New York closes and we won't open again until Sunday night at 6 p.m.-ish Central Standard Time, I believe. 6. Because it's 5 back home, so yeah, 6. So, I will keep you posted. And if anything major happens from now until close, I'll go live again, but probably will be pretty quiet from here to the end of the day. So until next time, be kind to each other. I love you. Peace, love, prosperity. Peace.